The best way for me to be unique is to write about and to try to be as intimate and personal and private as possible.
Thank you.
I saw Chet Baker play live in my small town. Actually a concert that my father arranged because he was booking a lot of the jazz guys. When Chet came on stage, the first thing he did was to move the chair that they had put up for him away from the light. So he was sitting in the shadow, with his quiet voice, his sad storytelling. And I felt that evening that I want to do it too. I want to do it like that. I want to be shy on stage. I want to be intimate and not extrovert. So that was really a key moment for me when I realized that I wanted to do music. And I thought that it was possible to do music.
Do you guys know how to whistle? You want to join me in this next one?
Another step after the jazz influences was, of course, when the whole trip-hop scene started growing in the early 90s. When I heard Portishead's first album, Dummy, in the spring of 94, I felt that, this was a smart way of doing something modern with a jazz vocalist like Beth. So I thought, that gave me a kick in the ass, how to try to do something new to a jazzy songs. So I kicked my jazz quartet and I hooked up with some other musicians. We started to slow down our hip-hop 7 inches and play them on 33 BPM, and we started to play much more monotone, and I felt that my jazzy songs came to life in a better way.
You must be on your guard and take it slow, and promise me be careful what you do.
I think nature for Scandinavian creative people will always be of an influence. It's nothing that I'm thinking of, it's nothing that I'm working on, but I'm sure it has an effect. And the best example of them all is Björk, of course, because she really is such a product of her environment. She's like a volcano herself. But I think for me, I have always found the best way for me to be unique is to write about and to try to be as intimate and personal and private as possible. Instead of looking out, I try to look in and to try to describe my feelings as much and as detailed as possible, because nobody else can do that. But of course, I'm affected by the nature and Sweden. The sound of Stockholm. I know the smell, I know the color. I mean, we are completely surrounded by water. So there is some sort of sound linked to water. Not maybe waves, but more like the pouring of a river, movement of water. Maybe that is something that is, because we are surrounded by it everywhere.
How come that you don't believe in us?
Thank you.